beautiful people of YouTube. My name is Scheereddzz, the fitness philosopher, and in today's video we're going to go over my favorite chest exercise, the incline dumbbell bench press. I'm going to show you how to properly set it up. I'm going to show you how to warm up for the exercise, how to perform the exercise, and some common mistakes that you should be avoiding if you want to make the most out of your incline dumbbell bench press. Follow me. First, we're going to examine the actual angle of the bench that we're going to be using. Now, some people will bench with it set up super high. When you have this steep of an angle, you're taking more of the weight off of the chest and putting it onto your shoulder. By laying the bench back down around a 30-degree angle, I find that you get the most out of your chest on each rep. And there have been studies that show bench pressing on a 30-degree incline has the greatest activation of the chest. I also like to raise up my seat so that I'm not sliding down out of it. If you were to leave your seat flat, as you press, you're gonna notice you start sliding down out into the floor. You don't want that. Raise your seat up as high as it will possibly go, and it will complement the angle of the bench so that you can sit here, plant your feet firmly, and not slide down towards the floor. If you're doing it properly, you're planting your feet and driving yourself into the bench, not to the point where your hips come off, but to the point where you have solid contact in the upper back. That's going to give us the most stable platform to press from. Another thing to look out for is where your elbows are when you press. Ideally, our elbows are slightly tucked, and what this means is they're just below the shoulder. If you're pressing and your elbows are out here, you're going to run into all sorts of issues with things grinding, clicking, popping, and ultimately tearing. We don't want that. Make sure you have a slight tuck and keep the weight underneath your shoulder. Keep the elbow underneath the shoulder when you press for the best results. Next, let's go over the actual setup of where you should place your weights and how to prepare for the set. What I like to do is I'll take the weights that I'm using and I'll set them about a foot away from the bench, a little bit over shoulder width apart. This way, I can stand in between the weights with my bench directly behind me. From here, I'm taking a big breath, bracing down like I'm gonna do a deadlift, grabbing the weights, standing straight up, carefully walking back, stepping over my bench, bringing the weights onto my thighs, and sitting down. From here, I want to open my chest up, pull my back nice and tight, sitting tall, and you'll notice my chest is flexed right now. Everything in my upper body is tight, and I've got a death grip on these weights. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a big breath in, hold my breath, and kick as I lean back with both of my knees. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to kick these weights over my head, and you'll catch it right at your chest, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So big breath, sitting tall, rock, kick both weights back, and press. Now as I press, I'm making sure that my elbows don't flare out too wide. We want the elbows slightly tucked as we press. Notice I'm not kicking my butt off the bench. I'm down, big breath, press. To finish this set, turn your weights to where they're in a neutral grip where the weights are parallel. Bring them to the knees, back up to the sitting position, stand up, set the weights down for the next set. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found this useful, and I hope that you give these a shot. This is one of my favorite exercises, and I have no doubt that if you practice and get strong at your incline dumbbell chest press, you will see some amazing gains. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to show your support by dropping a comment down below, leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those post notifications for more content like this. Again, I am Scheereddzz, the fitness philosopher, and I hope that you have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next one.